Think about this. You remember your first day at school. You remember your favorite toy. Maybe you even remember your 7th birthday. But there was a time when you were learning to walk, saying your first words, and experiencing the world for the very first time. So, why can't you remember any of it? Did those memories disappear? Were they deleted? Or is there something strange happening inside your brain that makes your earliest years impossible to recall? Today, we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries of the human mind. Why can't we remember being babies? And the answer might completely change the way you think about your own memories. Take a moment and try this. Think back as far as you can. What's your earliest memory? Maybe it's your 4th birthday. Maybe it's playing with a pet. Maybe it's getting lost in a supermarket. Most people can remember things from when they were around 3 or 4 years old, but almost nobody remembers being 1 year old. And absolutely nobody remembers being born. That's weird, because during your first few years of life, your brain is working harder than it ever will again. You're learning language, learning faces, learning emotions, learning how the world works. Your brain is recording millions of pieces of information every single day. So, where did all those memories go? Scientists have a name for this mystery. It's called childhood amnesia, and nearly every human on Earth experiences it. At first, scientists thought babies simply couldn't create memories, but then they made an incredible discovery. Babies actually remember a lot. A 6-month-old baby can recognize familiar faces. They remember voices. They can learn patterns. They can even remember certain experiences for weeks or months. So babies do have memories, which means something even stranger is happening. The memories are being created, but later, we lose access to them. Imagine writing thousands of files onto a computer and then forgetting the password. The files are there. You just can't open them anymore. Your baby memories may be something like that, but why? The answer starts with your brain. When you're born, your brain is only about 1/4 of its adult size. Inside your brain is a tiny structure called the hippocampus. Think of it as the brain's memory librarian. Its job is to organize experiences and turn them into long-term memories. The problem? In babies, the hippocampus is still under construction. It's like trying to save files on a computer that's still being built. The system works, but not perfectly. Scientists believe this is one reason why early memories don't survive. Your brain simply didn't have the equipment needed to store memories the way adults do. But that's only part of the story, because even after the hippocampus develops, those memories still don't come back. So something else is going on. Your brain during infancy is absolute chaos. Every second, millions of new connections are forming. New neurons are being created. Old connections are being removed. It's the fastest period of brain development in your entire life. Imagine writing a book while someone keeps rearranging all the pages. Eventually, the story becomes impossible to follow. Scientists think this massive rewiring may actually disrupt early memories. In fact, studies on animals show that creating too many new brain cells can interfere with old memories. Your brain wasn't trying to erase your memories. It was upgrading itself. And during those upgrades, some old files became inaccessible. It's like trying to open a game saved from a computer that no longer exists. Now, here's something even more fascinating. What language were you speaking when you were 1 year old? Probably none. And that's important, because memories aren't just pictures. They're stories. To remember something clearly, your brain often turns it into words. I was at Grandma's house. I fell off my bike. I ate chocolate cake. But babies don't have words yet. They experience the world through sights, sounds, and feelings. Without language, many memories never get organized into the stories we can later recall. Imagine watching a movie with no title, no dialogue, and no labels. Years later, it would be incredibly hard to describe what happened. Scientists believe that learning language helps us create memories that can survive into adulthood. Before language, our memories may simply be stored in a format we can no longer understand. Every rule has exceptions. Some people claim to remember events from when they were 1 or 2 years old. Could they be telling the truth? Maybe, but there's a problem. Human memory is surprisingly unreliable. Sometimes our brains create memories that never happened. a photograph, a story from your parents, a video. Over time, your brain can turn those things into what feels like a real memory. This is called a false memory, and it's more common than you think. You might genuinely believe you remember your second birthday, when in reality, you've simply heard the story so many times that your brain built a memory around it. Your brain isn't lying. It's filling in the gaps. Here's the really creepy part. Even if you can't remember being a baby, those experiences may still shape who you are. A loving environment can influence your confidence. Stressful experiences can affect how your brain responds to fear. The memories may be gone from your conscious mind, but their effects can remain. Think of it like the foundation of a house. You never see it, you never think about it, but everything built above depends on it. Your first years of life may be invisible, yet they help create the person you become. In a way, your forgotten memories are still with you. What if one day, technology became advanced enough to unlock those hidden memories? Could we watch our first steps, hear our first words? Remember what it felt like to see our parents for the first time? Scientists don't know. Some think the memories are gone forever. Others believe traces may still exist somewhere inside the brain. But even if we could recover them, would they still make sense? Remember, your baby brain experienced the world differently. You didn't understand language. You didn't understand time. You didn't even know who you were. Your earliest memories might feel like strange dreams, flashes of color, sounds, emotions, pieces of a world that no longer exist. Maybe forgetting our earliest years isn't a flaw. Maybe it's necessary. Imagine remembering every single moment of your life, every cry, every diaper change, every tiny detail. Your brain would be overloaded. Instead, your mind keeps what matters most. The memories that help you navigate life, the memories that build your identity. The rest slowly fade into darkness. And maybe that's okay, because even though we can't remember being babies, those years were still real. They shaped our fears, our habits, our personalities. They became part of us, even if we can no longer see them. So the next time you look at an old baby picture, remember this: that tiny person in the photo is you, a complete human being with thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Someone who explored the world for the very first time. Someone who created memories that are now hidden somewhere in the deepest parts of the mind. And maybe that's one of the greatest mysteries of being human. Because the person you used to be still lives inside you. You just can't remember meeting them. If you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of the mind, subscribe and join us for more videos that answer the questions you've always wondered about but never had answers to. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what's the earliest memory you can remember? You might be surprised by how different everyone's answer is. Until next time, keep asking questions.